Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Hand of Tezla. Last episode, we engaged the Bacterian High Kingdom into war. We did a great deal of damage. We took their homeworld, which they're still trying to fight back and get. So that's that there. We were actually working on taking another world, but as can be expected, it's getting a little complicated, only because of the fact that we have a great deal of enemies. Their allies are very much opposing us, and they have a lot of allies to choose from. So we have to fight off the Sacrosanct Savelli commonality. We've got to fight off the vassal here, the democratic Obevni polity. We've got to deal with the Commonwealth of Petolbu, as well as the Vetiricius Confederacy. So we've got a lot of heat on us right now, and we have our vassals. But I didn't realize how powerful these guys were, even after that war they just had against the Eon and the Gurites and the Malugol. So what I have to do is I have to balance out the war score here. It's at negative 7% because they've been whooping our our allies pretty hard, and no matter how well I do, because my vassals aren't very strong, it puts us in a compromising position because our war score is just going to continue to go down as long as these guys keep losing. So what I have to do first is either I have to go out with my forces and give these guys a really good whooping, and I also have to just that's pretty much what I have to do. I have to go and I have to stop these guys from taking more of my allies' worlds, because as long as that happens, it's just gonna just compound, and these guys are over here. So I have to put my forces together, and I have to knock out each and every one of these separate armies or fleets. Either that, or I could just continue a very aggressive offensive. Let me just pause this for a second and choose my research. Capacitor fields, synchronized defenses, solar panel. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to choose that. Or physics lab. Research or this can be built. So this can be built on the capital planet. This can be built on all our planets. So that'll be the end of this. I'll do that because I need to get my my upgraded wormhole tech, and I think that helps with that in theory. Yeah, it's not quite what I expected. You also might be noticing the screen's a little different. I've adjusted the UI ratio aspect, whatever, so that these little icons aren't as big, so it kind of gives you a better appreciation of them. So you can just kind of see all the stuff with the different resolution. Things are a little bit smaller, but it just looks cleaner when I do it this way. But anyway, so I have to. I'm gonna take this world. Hopefully that'll help that'll help our war score. Because I don't want to be the negative. Being a negative right now, if I surrendered, they get to choose their war demands. So I don't want to do an unconditional surrender. I want to just white piece it and just kind of come back next time with a greater force, or hit them again when they go to war against these guys again. Now there's a very strong possibility that the Hand of Tezla campaign is going to end sooner than I anticipated, for reasons outside of my control. And I'll explain, because there was a glitch when they patched we went from 1.5 to 1.6. It was a pretty sizable upgrade. And when that happened, they incidentally caused all the different nations, different empires, to move towards a pacifist ethic, which pretty much means these guys weren't pacifists or xenophobes. Xenophiles. They weren't xenophiles, but recently they've been kind of embracing the xenophile philosophy. So they weren't xenophiles before, and eventually everyone moves towards a pacifist, and so pretty much there's going to be galactic peace throughout the galaxy. So everyone's going to be at peace, no one's going to go to war with each other, and it pretty much, I mean, it doesn't sound like a bad thing. In theory, I mean, it's a wonderful thing, but conflict in the galaxy is part of what makes this game, the game of conquest, you know, interesting and fun. But it also helps you in the process of taking over the galaxy. When you have this discord, you can kind of take advantage of it. But in this case, it doesn't help us out at all. I've just seen a notation that our vassal right here, the coalition of Waxip, they just embraced a pacifist. They're getting close to embracing a pacifist faction. A pacifist faction has grown you know, weight in their politics. So I'm sorry, I'm actually too busy talking. I just totally realized I'm kind of missing out on something here. I'm gonna send. I'm gonna upgrade all of these guys here because I need as much unity as I can get. But with all of that happening, ooh, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna replace this with this. Replace this. Oh, I've been looking forward to that. This is gonna be right here. Ooh, I cannot wait for that to be an option. That's gonna be really good. We're gonna have a lot of extra energy now with being able to use the Betharian stone. And this guy right here. What's this? Power plant, processing power plant. This is my research planet, so I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just going to build another. Actually, I wanted this to be on research colony, but I also see an opportunity here to really bump up my my minerals. But I'm not going to do that because I said this is the research colony. It would be kind of silly for me to call it the research colony and then not having to research on it. But I don't want to lose use of this one adjacency square here. So this is going to be a lab. This is going to be something along the lines of say food. Only because we're down to like +1, and I've got another colony that's trying to assemble. So I've at least got to do one more farm or something over here, just so the planet independently has its own food source. And then this is going to be a research lab, science lab. Boom. There we go. Research planet taken care of. But yeah, I kind of a little bit regret kind of jumping in and just I should have gone into war with these guys a little bit sooner. Had I gone just a little bit sooner, then these guys would have been at a technical disadvantage because they would have had to deal with like a war on all fronts. And I hate that I missed them just by that little bit. Just by that little bit. If I'd gone a little bit faster and gone to war with them, then this war would be going in a completely different direction. Well, maybe we still would have had to deal with the Sacrosanct Savelli commonality because they weren't actually involved in the other war because this is a defensive war and I have a defensive pact with these guys. But it still would have been a little different, a little bit different. Maybe not. I don't know. These guys, I whipped them pretty bad, pretty quickly. It's the allies is the problem. So anyway, these guys have repaired their fleets, and so I'm I have to decide whether or not I'm going to take this fleet and go after these guys up here. They're a 5.6k fleet, but they're hitting this planet hard, and I do not want them to. I do not want them to actually colonize that. No, not colonize, but seize that planet. And they're sending. They're bringing in. What is this? Transport fleets right now. Transport ship 12. So yeah, they're about to take that planet. They're really close to taking that planet. So what I will do, send. Oops. What's the progress on this? 65 days. No. I don't have 65 days, so I'm just going to send this. Now going against this this fleet right here is going to put us. It's going to be almost even. I'm relying heavily on the strength of my battleships, the swarm class battleships, because this is I don't want to go against such a large fleet with my fleet because it's too close. But if I can take out this, I might just have to go fleet against fleet right now, and then just clear out their fleets, and then after that I can clean up. I hope that's what I can do, and I hope that my fleets measure up against our enemies. So that's what I'll do. You know what I'll do is I'll just send these guys to this. Where's our closest? Do we have a wormhole stations? Oh, there we go. I'll send these guys right here. We'll have to just take that planet back later. Send these guys right here. Nope, I'm sorry. Send these guys. I clicked that. Thought I clicked that. So boom, boom. And then they're gonna jump into this system together. And then these guys are also going to, they're just going to follow, and they're going to merge with the Queen Swarm. And so that'll... Actually, nope, I'll just send them because it's trying to send them to there we go. There we go. So we're gonna take care of these guys, and we're going to try to shut down their
system survey complete.
Shut down their efforts to take these guys as worlds. And then we'll have to move on to the Queen's full swarm. I'm gonna make this nope. Actually, well, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna do that, but I realized if we take point, then all of these guys are gonna abandon what they're currently doing, and I need them to keep on fighting the forces down here, even if they're losing. I mean, I don't want them to lose at all, but we need them to at least kind of come together and at least kind of shake up. I want to give the aliens something. I mean, not the aliens, but our enemies something to think about outside of us. So this is oh wow, they have another 1K coming to meet them. The system. They just keep reinforcing their fleets. So I'm just gonna have to hit these guys pretty hard too, because I can't have them continually reinforcing themselves. This is not how it's gonna be. Alright, you're gonna build a wormhole station right here.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
There we go. But this is kind of a tense war we have here, and what I have to do is I have to build up my forces, and I really am going to have to integrate these guys into my space, and it's not going to be it's not exactly going to go exactly dandy with my allies, my defense, the people in my defense pack. They're not going to like what I'm going to do. But at this point, in order to get as powerful as we need to be to tackle these guys and these guys and these guys, we're going to have to just be one powerful force. So I'm going to have to integrate those guys.
System survey complete.
Means we're going to eat the people, but oops, looks like we're all in that system. So I want this and this to merge. You know, I forgot that our faster than light travel is. Our flight speed is significantly faster now because of the tech that we just researched. It takes a lot less time for us to get to our destinations, which is going to be very helpful in this war. They could realize what I was going to have to face, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to help Antoine out. And so let's jump in here, and this is kind of going to be like a really crazy really crazy fight. I realized this because this they've got a six. Let's see that we got a Starfleet right there, Starfleet there. This is going to be like 6.7K plus that other. So they're really matching us. I'm gonna have to send this. I'm gonna have to build a lot more now. I'm gonna have to build. Let's see, am I gonna build more corvettes? Because we're gonna lose corvettes. Yes, I'll do that. Am I going with Sting or am I going with Biter? We'll go with Sting. Alright. I'm gonna have to merge these two fleets. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'll merge these two very quickly. Boom. There we go. 9.8K. That's not bad. And we're going to take out these guys. This is a bad sign. And they took it. They took the planet. Which, I guess we could have expected that. So we're going to have to send these forces here to this system. And we're going to have to take that right back. And so here goes one of our first major large fleet versus large fleet battles here. These guys versus these guys.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet engaged.
That's
construction complete.
Hostile fleet engaged. Oh, this is so stupid sometimes. We're going up against this one little transport ship right here when we have this whole fleet. What did I tell you? I wish I just listened to instructions.
Construction complete.
I really do wish it.
System survey
I
complete.
hope in the future they upgrade weaponry to where they'll upgrade their fleet mechanics to where, like, if you tell them to fight a specific thing, they go after that specific thing first.
Construction complete.
As opposed to doing its own thing when it sees an enemy. Because it's like, what did I tell you to do? Like, this is in real war. Surely they wouldn't.
Construction complete.
Right. Now their fleets are now our forces are divided. We're focused on a transport ship as opposed to this 6.K fleet. Come on, please tell me that. Okay. it's gone. So now we're only focused on the fleet that's kind of measuring us. Okay. Ships are casting off here. We've got 2 battleships, 3 cruisers. They have a lot of corvettes, a lot of destroyers. The corvettes are things that's really going to kind of make a difference, I think. Depending on how our swarm does. You can see our swarm ships here that are little guys out there kind of flying and going after larger ships. Just kind of slow this down a little bit so you can kind of appreciate. So these are my smaller ships here, kind of flying around, blasting their ships. How are we doing? We've taken out. What have we taken out? I think their numbers are a little bit low than it was before. That went from 9 point king. Let's see what's going on.
System survey.
We've lost more than 10 of our corvettes, so that would have to make up for those losses. I'm just going to do 2, 3. Ships have point defense, because we've got our little ships flying around here blasting these guys, taking okay, wow, we're hitting their battleships pretty hard, so that's gonna help. That one's gonna be a goner, right? Negative. Okay, so that's negative. So this is good here. They're hitting this. That's why I love those guys there. So that did that. So we're now at negative 11%. Oh, this is terrible. I mean, we won that battle, but because they took that planet, I mean, that's 5.9, and it's. This is why it kind of sometimes sucks having vassals. It's better to integrate them. One thing I know is that Hive Mind has its advantages, but this is one of the disadvantages. Politics. I pretty much just have to accept that we're gonna have to be hated. We're gonna have to play Hive Mind like I play a Hive Mind as opposed to playing it like another species. We're just gonna have to integrate all of those planets, and we're just gonna have to be a lot more aggressive, because those. If it was just up to me fighting these guys, it would still be a great force at us, and they could still take our planets. But we'd have larger forces to choose from. I could probably have multiple 10K fleets right now if I had integrated those. So that's my fault. I should have just integrated those cultures, those empires, and just kind of taken the hit on our influence, and just it would have really helped our economy. And so I'll do that, assuming this war goes our way. I'm not really sure what the war demands are going to be, but we're going to try our best to take them on. It's 5.9. This is yeah, I don't know. But that was we won that battle. They retreated. I almost want to chase after them just to make sure that they we completely wiped them out. But we took out their battleships. We took out, I think we took out 2 battleships. I'm not sure if the second one actually went down. But we have to take back this planet. Boom, shakalaka. And send these guys in here to land their fleets. Land armies? Not fleets, land armies. It's really funny because sometimes they'll call fleets armies and they'll call armies fleets. It is what it is. I also have to send a science ship to research some of the tech on these systems. I feel like I'm losing time, especially in the Bacterium system. I've only got like a year left to research some of that tech. So what are my science ships doing? They're sciencing. They're doing their science stuff. How many leaders do I have? Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing here. Boom. I have, wow, okay, I don't have as many leaders as I should have at work right now. So I'll do that. I have to give some of these guys a governor, so let's give this new planet a governor. Actually, research. We have a intellectual. Yes, we do have intellectual on that planet. Manufacturing. Oops. Change. Shoot. There we go. I went the wrong thing anyway. Let's get. I like intellectuals, but yeah, let's recruit this guy. All right, and then who else are we gonna recruit? Oh wow, I guess I'll get this guy because he just costs less, and I don't want to use too much of our influence since we're at like 0.45 right now a month, and so I'll hire this guy at the manufacturing world and outreach. What is this? Look at that energy. Okay. Research has again. They have a guy. These guys have a guy. Come on. Come on. Come on. These guys have a guy. Oh, they don't have a guy, so we'll go give them this guy. Boom. Alright, but I'm gonna build one science ship and make that science ship. That guy's gonna be going around and researching all the debris. Let's take this planet back. Let's get this back to -7 or -6 or whatever. We need that planet. We need these guys to speed up. Oh, no wonder it's at normal speed. Get there faster.
Construction complete.
We didn't lose as much as I thought we would in that combat.
Construction complete.
So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm kind of curious how it is that we just gained a huge chunk of extra energy and we're still at -1. How is that happening? I don't know, but I've got to find more Betharian stone. I felt like we had Betharian stone somewhere and I didn't capitalize on it. Had to be another planet that had Betharian stone. What is this guy just doing chilling here?
Construction complete.
Okay, well that means that this is going to be a network here. Oh wow, okay, it actually cost us a great deal to build those Unity bumpers, Unity stations. So we're taking that planet back. guys are gonna have their planet back. They don't even. This is something that kind of annoys me. Like, what are they doing? Like, they don't have any buildings on these planets, and those guys destroy all their buildings. Because I feel like these guys, none of these guys have jobs, but. Surrendered our population. Oh wow. Occupation negative 30%. Impoverished conditions. Surrendered our chattel slavery. Well, these guys are really unhappy, honestly. Obviously the Pokemon don't really know how to control their own planets. Alright, come on. Take the planet so we can move on.
Enemy troops landing.
Bigger. Enemy troops landing? What do you mean? Ah, crap. We're taking back their planet.
System survey complete. Enemy planet secured. System
that's not
survey
good.
complete.
Well, I should have expected that would happen. They've got a 7.4k fleet here, and they took back their home planet. Ah, balls.
Planet lost to invasion.
Planet lost to invasion? Okay, minus 6%. Oh, it's back to minus 12%. Oh, that's not what we needed. Alright. Well, at least we got this planet back. We're gonna go back there and we're gonna take that planet back. They keep taking their planets back. We're gonna keep assaulting their planets, so what's this? How many? Okay, so we're just gonna take this fleet here. They're gonna merge with us, and we're gonna go after these guys, and we're gonna take that home planet back. We're also gonna take out the the vets. You know, I'm just gonna call them the vets. Oh, whatever. That's just what their name is gonna be for right now. I'm just gonna remove all of my fleets, not my fleets, but my armies from this planet. They don't need them. Oops. Embark all. Boom shakalaka. Alright, now you guys are gonna go back to this system. There we go. And we are going to go here as well. And then we're going to pop in here, and we're going to, we lost 5 armies. That's what I'm disappointed about. We lost 5 armies. Now, I like my wars to be quick and easy, and so maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm not realizing. Maybe I've been too a little too soft. Substance abuser. How is a hive mind drone a substance abuser? Like, on what hive mind? On what collective mind? Like, what bee have you ever heard of that becomes a substance abuser? Like, that's so silly. Like, what's going on right now? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, people? What are we doing? Boom. I love how quickly these guys are really booking it now. I'm really happy. It was like a 50% increase to our travel speed with that was attack. I'm just gonna show you what it was. Really makes me think that I haven't been capitalizing on the psionics on my other campaign, the Eora Covenant. I'm just gonna check the time because I feel like this episode's been going on quite. Okay, so I've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes to make something exciting happen, like taking back this planet, wiping out the the Vets fleet. Oh, who died? Governor. What's his name? Oh, this is the drug addict. Wouldn't surprise me because drug addicts don't last very long. Let's see here. This guy's build costs, build speed, architectural interest. We can go with that. Let's see. That's gonna be 50 influence. I don't really want to spend any more influence right now. So I'm gonna figure out where exactly was he when he died. Processing chamber. Okay. Processing chamber, do you really need a oh, I'm on this right now. Do you really need a governor? Not really. You gotta go without a governor.
Engaged.
Wow, but we're at -5 for energy, so we gotta bump up. We gotta build another power plant somewhere. Okay. I'll do that right here. I'm just gonna just temporarily have a power plant built right there, and then when he surfaces pretty soon,
updated.
he'll be able to give us that extra 5 energy back that we lost. What did we lose? Oh, an Hark system. I see. We apparently were in combat, and we blew them away. That works for me. Alright, cool. Alright, so will we wait for the other fleet to come in? Or are these guys right now? Okay, they're almost there. 10 days. 10 days, 10 days, 10 days, 10 days. And then we're going to dive in, and will these guys be there? Will these guys be there? I don't know. What I do want to do also is I want to build, I want to do something different that I normally don't do, and that's build a military station.
System survey complete.
A fortress. Ooh, nice. I think I'm going to build a fortress in their space that will deter them from. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do medium. Each of these. Medium. Medium. Do we need point defense? Yeah, sure. And a hangars too. Yep. Let's do the advanced bombers. Oh, you know what would be really cool if I had just like one of these that was like had. You know, I can always do that. I can always have one of them have, because I love these little bombers. I love these guys. So they ignore 50% of armor. They ignore shields. So they would just fly through, but they'd have to have really strong shields to kind of hold up while they're being hit. But these are very powerful. These are very powerful. So I'm just gonna give them those. But I'm just gonna do for this one. I'm gonna do let's do plasma. Then we need something that's gonna hit their shields. So we're gonna do gauze cannons. So that'll do good damage against shields and armor. Point defense. Obviously, we have that right here. To make this a really cool subspace snare. We don't want that. We want, well, we already have one. So we're gonna do this. Just reduce their shield hit points and shield regeneration. Boom, pow. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So this thing is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'm just going to go with. I'm going to call this the Guardian 3. I'm not really sure what the Guardian 2 design is, but why not? I said 3. I said 3 thing. I said 3. Save it. Right. How much does that cost? So if I build one there, the problem with building it there is that I would pretty much. I'm gonna have to go through with this war as far as I can. If I can just claim one planet, if I can just claim their home planet, then that would be beautiful. Because we're at -11% right now. All I have to do is beat this army and take that planet, and I think that would kind of balance things out, or get things pretty close to balance. Then they'll be begging us. So, but that's gonna have to be next episode. Next episode, we'll see what happens with us and the and Bactrian. Just gonna very quickly just kind of let these guys merge first. Okay, they're actually in the same system. I'm just gonna pause it very quickly. I don't like too much time to pass between this and this, just because I want these guys to. This is gonna be almost merge. Almost a 10K. Come on, guys.
System survey complete.
We're still hurting on Corvettes. Like, we had 41, now we have 19 Corvettes. So that last combat, that last war, really, that last battle, that hit us hard on the Corvette level. Our Corvettes lasted a lot longer because of the shield technology that we have. So I'm really excited about that, and realizing the longevity of our Corvettes. That's going to be something I'm going to kind of entertain as I go further along here too. In fact, what I might do actually, instead of my plan of building a fortress, because that would just be a waste of our, it really would be a waste of our resources there. I might just build a defense platform and just bump up the specs on this thing to the most recent specs. And this is just pretty much just there to slow them down. Boom, there we go. So that plus regeneration, it's plus 50%. I just need a little bit more energy, and I can make that. But I'm not going to take away some of his armor. Yeah. Who needs armor when you have shields? It's probably not the smartest move, but sure, why not? Let's give us another shield capacitor right here. Boom, shakalaka. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna swap this out with this, since it's a small. And balance that out. Actually, we do still need a little more energy just to. There we go, plus 10. Actually, you know what? While I'm there, might as well just. That plus 15 is going to go towards our shields. It's going to make this thing last a little bit longer. So, it's going to have a little bit of fight in it. And so I'm just going to put a little defense so that next time we take that planet and we're going to secure their home world, and then we're going to build a defense force that'll kind of keep it. Yeah, give it a little defense force right there too. Really need that much point defense. I'm going to go with this. We don't really need that much point defense. Well, 2 is good. We don't need. Doop. Autocomplete. Boom, shakalaka. Great. So we've got that right there. And since the other one, I'm gonna save shield very quickly. What did Guardian have? Did Guardian have? I was gonna make sure that if I put 1 or 2 in there, Guardian and Shoot aren't gonna conflict with each other. In fact, I'm going to make this plasma. Boom. Maybe not. I'm just going to cancel that out. Let's just go back to this. Okay. One of these guys isn't going to have the. There we go. Cool. I'll build 2. So where's that? That's a beer. This guy's right here. I'm gonna send him right there so that he can pop in there and start working on the defense platform as I'm going to war with these guys. But that's gonna be this episode. Still got stuff to do. Still got 1 more episode to do for the Euro Covenant. Then we've got other stuff to do. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and Actually, well, let me just. You know what? I have one more. I have a tiny little bit more time. I'm just so curious how this battle's going to turn out. I'll just leave it on kind of one of those
Construction complete.
cliffhangers where we're just like, we just won a battle. You know, I want to end this on a really good, positive note, as opposed to the kind of what's going to happen next. Or I can start the episode right here as they're just about to come into the space and kind of tease you, so you have to see the next episode and see like what we're up against. That sounds impressively cruel, but also something that the TV guys would do, the producers would do. Like, let's tease them. The cliffhanger. All right. Oh, okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take out their armies. We're gonna take out all these armies. Just kind of. Yep, buy armies. Where'd that big fleet go? That's what I want to know.
Construction complete.
Construction complete. What was I constructing? Oh, I gotcha. We're still kind of hurting on energy.
System survey complete.
And by kind of, I mean we're hurting on energy. So I was going to figure out manufacturing. Well, we need some more food. We need some more food badly. And this guy's just kind of chilling here. Okay, actually, this planet is the one that has the monsters on it. So how about this? I'm just going to build a. I'm just going to build two farms right there, and then these guys will run those farms, and they'll have a lot of extra food. Who are we? Uh-oh. That's not good. It's not a good sign right there. Where are these guys located anyway? So while those guys are in combat, these guys are not in combat. I'm gonna send them here. This is ours. Yep. Just gonna go right there so that they don't get pulled into this battle. The last thing we want is for them to get hurt. Then these guys are going to retreat. But I guess they have to wait until they're completely whooped before they can retreat. Actually, are their shields just regenerating? Because against a single Corvette, they really can't do enough damage if their shield's gonna keep regenerating. In fact, that battle might last for like forever. Huh, look at that. They just freed their world, and it's already, you know what? We're done playing games. I'm gonna send my 70, my size 70 armies and just land. We're gonna overwhelm them with numbers while this thing, just to show them that they might hit us. They might hit us hard, but let's see, how are we doing? Still doing good on shields. Still doing good on shields. Man, I see these two planets here, and I almost want to colonize them, just to be obnoxious, just just to kind of squeeze their space, but I don't want to take these guys off. Actually, no, actually, no, I can take those guys off too because they're, I can take all these guys off by taking those 2 planets right there in that system. While we're here, why not build a, let's see, observation post, nope. What is this? Military station. And let's do, Billy Guardian right here. And then I'm gonna shift and we're gonna build a shield. Wow, they really boosted the range of. You can't put another station that close. That's obnoxious. Never mind then. I guess I'll just have one station there. In that case, we're gonna build a bigger military station. Man, that kind of messed up my plan there. I didn't realize that they expanded the range that you could so far out. Anyway, I do have to end this episode. So I thought that there was going to be. I was gonna leave him.
System survey complete.
I really thought that there was gonna be. I really thought there was gonna be you know, I don't know what I'm saying. But we're taking this planet back. And I'm going to end this episode on that note. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We're taking back their home world. This is going to drop back down to 0.6%. And then we're going to start hunting down their fleets and taking them one by one. And I guess I'll just let these guys retreat just for the sake of letting their shields recharge. There we go.
Enemy planet secured.
And we also got another tradition that we can choose from. So, that's exciting. Army damage, that'll be beneficial. Admiral skills, that'll be beneficial. I don't think I have our army admiral. Wow, that's my fault there. I should have had a fire rate. That sounds like a smart move to me. Weapons range, that sounds even better. Ship hull points, that's even better. Ship upkeep. Upkeep is sounding good to me. Boom! Look at that. -3. What? That was beautiful. That is brilliant. I am so glad I chose that. That way, because war right now is costing us way too much. Next episode, I'm probably going to be selling some of our minerals for energy. And we won. Barkall. Boom. Alright. And new fleet, I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. This is 65, this is 5. And we're just gonna land those armies. There we go. Get them back how that was. And now we are gonna have this guy right here build us a militarization in this space, and he is going to build. We'll see what he's gonna build on the next episode. Until then, you'll have a wonderful day, and God be with you. Oops. All over the place. God be with you.